And so I had been thinking about doing this podcast probably for about the last 12 months, I guess. And so, yeah, I said, okay, now's the time to do it. So, yeah, so this podcast is going to be all about our endeavors, like what we're doing in self-storage. Like, we're still in building phase. We're still adding more facilities to our portfolio. And so it's going to be a lot about that. Plus, it's going to be a lot about just sort of general self-storage news. And that'll be sort of Australian news, plus it'll be overseas news as well. Because I sort of I consume so much content of overseas content. I'm sort of fairly up to speed, I guess, on what is happening, especially in the American market and to a certain extent the English market or the UK market. So yeah, I just sort of feel that I've got sort of some understanding of these things, and I just need to really to share them with other people. So that's what this podcast is going to be all about. Now, like I said, this is only just our sort of introductory sort of a podcast just to let everybody know what's coming. But I'll be sort of doing my first official show, I guess you could say, official podcast probably fairly soon. I'm sort of still just putting that together and working out what the first show is going to be all about. So yeah, I just encourage anybody that has come across this podcast just to be subscribed or be following. I'll try and get across a lot of different podcast platforms, so it should be fairly easy to find. But yeah, just wherever you sort of like to listen to your podcast, just make sure that you subscribe to this one or start following this one. And yeah, like I say, the first official podcast is going to be not too far into the future. So yeah, if that sounds like something that would that would interest you, because this is going to be sort of more Australian focused, whereas a lot of the podcasts and a lot of self storage content is like overseas focused.